This monster is best at delivering messages, but every time it delivers one, it dies. Humans know about their abilities, so they intentionally call out their names near the lake. Humans summon these innocent monsters, treating them as friends, but in reality, they use them to deliver messages for profit. They sell the messages to people who need them. Unaware of the truth, Keiki would always help his friends, so he ended up dying because of it. There was a man named Mike, who made money by summoning Keiki. He had sent many messages in his life, and many Keikis were buried in his yard. Mike, however, thought this wasn't enough. He taught his son how to summon Keiki, hoping his son would join him in earning more money. But not long after, Mike suddenly passed away. After inheriting his father's business, his son decided to keep Keiki's secret. He didn't want to harm such a kind-hearted monster again. After burying his father, he went to the Mirror Flower Pond. His father's words echoed in his mind. The spiritual energy of Mirror Flower Pond is abundant, making it easy for strange creatures to appear. He called out Keiki's name, hesitantly at first, and bubbles began to rise from the lake. Then a monster dressed in yellow appeared. Keiki had been floating under the Mirror Flower Pond for a long time, and without hearing his name, he couldn't rise. Keiki was grateful to him, and joyfully spoke to him. To repay his kindness, Keiki offered to see him off. Afterward, Keiki wanted to travel around and see the world's beauty. Carl just quietly listened, as he didn't have a letter to send. He knew that after Keiki delivered a message, he would die, and Keiki wouldn't be able to fulfill the remaining wishes. But Keiki said that maybe one day there would be one. He would wait forever. For the next 2 years, Keiki kept waiting for Carl at the Mirror Flower Pond. Carl never had him send a message, but when Carl had time, he would visit Keiki by the lake, and they would chat. They ate together and became good friends. Carl also shared his first love story with Keiki. He had once believed that his life would continue happily, but one day, Carl learned that the girl he liked would be leaving with her family, and would never return. Carl said nothing. He simply took out the clothes he had prepared for her. He told her to take care of herself, because he didn't want to hold her back. But as they were about to part ways, the girl took Carl's hand, promising that no matter how far apart they were, if Carl ever missed her, she would return. In the following days, Carl was deeply sad. To cheer him up, Keiki repeatedly told Carl that he could help him send a message, and bring back the girl he liked. Carl just smiled and nodded. He thought that if he regretted it, he would find Keiki for help. But in his heart, Carl knew that day would never come. He had been cursed by an enemy when he was young, and now, he took many medicines every day, but his body was growing weaker. Carl didn't want to drag the girl he loved down. In his last winter, Carl lay weakly in bed, and it seemed as though he saw the day he parted from the girl he liked. This time, he didn't let go. He hugged her tightly, asking her not to leave, wanting to stay with her forever. Carl expressed his love for her. He truly loved her. He kept calling her name. If he wished, Keiki could bring the girl back to him, but even if they met, it wouldn't change anything. Carl thought about how Keiki would die after delivering the message, so he ultimately chose to give up. Carl lay alone in bed. His last wish in life was that Keiki would forget their promise quickly, not to stay by the Mirror Flower Pond, and not to help anyone else send messages. But what Carl didn't expect was that Keiki kept waiting by the Mirror Flower Pond, from winter to summer, through one year after another, until the water in the Mirror Flower Pond dried up. Keiki's magical power gradually faded. It was only with the help of the ghostly Peach Blossom that Keiki realized Carl had passed away. After mourning, Keiki prepared a small cart, but he wasn't delivering a message. Instead, he was fulfilling what he had promised years ago. The world was much bigger than Mirror Flower Pond. He wanted to take Carl around the world to see more.